Hello, dear students. Welcome to the class of Health and Physical Education, Unit 8 Fundamentals of Anatomy, Physiology, Kinesiology in Sports. And today's topic we are going to learn, that is definition and importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology. Now, actually, I want to tell you that this is a very easy topic. If you understand, if you focus, then it is very easy. So, let's start with the definition of anatomy. So, anatomy is a branch of the biology that deals with the study of the body structure of the organism, which include the system, organs, and tissues. So, when we are talking about the anatomy, that means that we are going to learn related to the body structures and their organs. That is, we are going to learn their systems. So, human anatomy is a study of the structure, shape, size, weight, and location of all the organs of the human body. So, we are going to learn related in anatomy means what actually? The anatomy means the structure, the study of the structure of the shape, size, weight, and the location of all the organs of the human body. Where the liver is located, where on which side the heart is located, what is the functions of these lungs, then how many bones are there in our body. That has all been included in the anatomy. Now, actually these topics, when we are learning related to the anatomy and physiology and kinesiology, these are a similar topics. They are being considered subdisciplines. So here subdisciplines, the physiology. So physiology is a branch of the biology that deals with the function and the activities of the living organism. So here we are going to learn that in anatomy we are going to learn the structure, the shape, size, weight, and the location of all the organs of the human body. And here these organs, how it used to function, how it works, that we are going to learn in the physiology. So physiology is a branch of the biology that deals with the function and the activities of the living organism and their parts, including their physical and chemical process. That is, physical and chemical process. What does the chemical process used to take place, that we are going to learn in this physiology. So human physiology is the study of all the systems of the human body and their mutual relationship. That means that we are going to learn the system of the human body and their mutual relationship. We are going to learn in the physiology. So we are going to learn this related to the physiology. Now let's move to the next topic, that is kinesiology. The definition of kinesiology tells us that kinesiology is derived from a Greek word kinesis, that means motion, and logos means study. So we are going to have a study of motion is considered as kinesiology. So here you can see in the image it has been given. The definition is of the kinesiology is also been given here, that kinesiology is a science of the human movement. That how does the movement of a person used to the hand and legs movement, their body movement, applying the latest evidence based research to improve their function, and how they can improve health and wellness of the people in all strategies and population. So here we are going to learn that how they can improve their function. That means that with the help of the proper movement of the body, of the bones of the hands, legs, as well as their body, and how they can effectively they can move, so that they can use a maximum they can make a maximum use of their body, and so that they can get a good result. Actually, we have seen that many of the person, they're due to that weak movement economy, you have seen the person, the athlete, when they used to run, their back leg, when they used to run, at that time their butt kicks, actually they are having a cross, they do not used to touch the butt simultaneously, they are having a little bit of cross leg. When the person, you have seen that they are having different walking style of the person. So here with the help of this kinesiology, we are going to learn the related to motion, and that is going to help these person, so that they can improve and they can make efficient use of that, and they can have less effort on their body, and they can have a grace movement, either running or walking or doing any of the daily activities. So kinesiology is a science that deals with the interrelationship of physiological process and anatomy of the human body with respect to the motion. Physiological process, that means that how we can improve our cardiovascular efficiency. Clear? Many of the time it happens that a person, when they used to run for a while, might be due to their more pressure on their body, due to their weak movement economy, they are not having a proper movement of their body. Due to that, they will be having more effect on their cardiovascular system, and they may get fatigue soon, and their heart rate may increase faster. So when they used to improve this, maybe the person may improve their cardiovascular efficiency, their endurance level also increases accordingly. So kinesiology is a study of the human or the non-human movement, performance and function by applying the science of the biomechanics, anatomy, physiology, psychology as well as neuroscience. So here we are going to learn related to the kinesiology. So kinesiology is a science that deals with the organized system information related to the motion. We are going to learn the information which has been related to the motion of the body. Scientific principle of the movements are being learned about the motor performance. So without an appropriate knowledge of the anatomy and physiology, we cannot understand the kinesiology. So actually we should have a proper knowledge about the anatomy and physiology. With the help of that, we are going to understand and we are going to learn the about the kinesiology. So kinesiology comprises of the subdisciplines like physiology, biomechanics and exercise psychology, athletic training, medicine, sports administration and physical education, fitness and health promotion. So we are going to learn with the help of this kinesiology. There are the subdisciplines of the exercise, physiology and that all that we are going to learn with the help of this kinesiology. I hope so these definitions are clear. So there is a difference, but that all used to seems the same. You can see here the sensors are being applied on the body, and with the help of that, the movement which are being done by an individual, whether they are having a perfect movement or not, that can be improved. The athlete movements can be improved with the help of this sensor which are being applied, and there are the cameras are being applied, and due to that they can check the movement of an individual and they can improve. So the coach or the guide, they can guide them, and that is going to help them to improve their motion. Clear? Then we are going to learn the importance of anatomy, physiology, kinesiology. So we are going to learn, there are the many of this importance. So we are going to learn one by one. So first importance of the anatomy, physiology, these all we are going to learn, but they are having a little bit separate. For example, anatomy provides the knowledge of the structure of the various organs. So what is the role of the anatomy? Anatomy, what does the anatomy used to do? That used to helps us in giving us the knowledge about the structure, shape, size, location, weight of the organs, where it is being located, what is the size of the weight, how does the heart used to pump, clear, how where the lungs are situated. Then about the brain, there are the two chambers of the brain, left side as well as right side. Actually the kidney, where it is being placed, the length and the size of the liver, everything is been the study is been with the help of this anatomy related to the all types of bones also. So here the length of the various organs such as length, shape and size of the bones we are also going to learn with the help of the anatomy. So the knowledge about the percentage of the white fibers and red fibers, you know that fast twitch fibers and slow twitch fibers, the person, those who are for example those who are a good sprinter like Usain Bolt, so that means that that person is having the maximum number of the fast twitch fibers that are been in a white in colors. Fast twitch fibers are in white in colors and slow twitch fibers are in red in colors. That you can learn, that we can learn with the help of the knowledge of the anatomy. So this also we can get the knowledge with the help of the anatomy. So this is anatomy provides the knowledge of the structure of the various organs. So you have seen that it also helps us that a person, those who are having a stouted height or short staturated person or a student, they may we may help them that either the physical education teacher or coach, they may help them that they should go for a particular activity, and which of the activity they should learn, that is been only been possible with the help of this anatomy knowledge, and we may guide them that which activity you should go for. Then physiology provides the knowledge about the function of the various organs. Now what does the physiology helps us? It gives us the knowledge about the function of various, how does the various organ used to function, how does the heart used to function, what is the function of the heart, what are the chemical process used to take place in the body, in the heart, so that that the oxygenated blood is being given to the left side as well as right side of the lungs, and the oxygenated blood deoxygenated blood is being provided, and the oxygenated blood is being brought from the lungs to the heart, and the heart used to work. And there is a chemical process which used to chemical reaction also used to take place in the in the heart, how it used to in the lungs, that how the exchange of the red blood cells, how the red blood cells are being formed actually, or oxygenated blood is being formed. So physiology provides about the knowledge about the function of the various organs. How does our muscular system used to work, excretory system used to work, how does the cardiovascular system, respiratory system used to work. So these all things which we are going to learn, these are the functioning of these all organs are being learned with the help of the physiology. Then third we are having, that is useful in the prevention of from sports injuries. If the person, there are the various types of injuries which a person used to occur during the games or sports competitions or training. There are the different types of injuries like sprain, strain, contusion, fracture, dislocation of joints, soft tissues injuries. Then there are the injuries related to the bones, fractures. So these all injuries, it helps us, if the person is having the knowledge related to the anatomy, physiology and kinesiology, that helps the person to prevent from many of the sports injuries. So here the proper knowledge of the human anatomy and physiology as well as kinesiology helps us in prevention of the sports injuries to up to some extent during the sports training and competition. So these injuries, how to overcome from these injuries. So there are the various equipment, protective gears are being is being provided during the games. So you have seen in the cricket, due to that the player used to wear the elbow guard, they used to wear the pad, the pad they used to wear, so that they helmet they used to wear, so that they can, these are the protective equipments they are been wearing, so that they can save themselves from the or they can prevent from the sports injuries. Then fourth point we are having, that serves in the process of rehabilitation. Now when we are talking about the rehabilitation means when the person or the athlete, they used to got injured, and then after the injury, you have seen that many of you have heard that many of the players after injury they used to recover themselves. The recovering from that injuries has been considered rehabilitation, but proper exercise, proper therapies are being applied, and due to that only they can get recovered soon, and that process of getting recovered is being considered rehabilitation. So here, through the process of this rehabilitation, an injured player can be recuperated to give a good performance in the sports again, and again they used to come back to the game, and after 6 months of recovery they are coming back. That is the 6 month. In that 6 month they have to go through various therapies, massages as well as the exercise. These are being considered rehabilitation phase. They used to go in the rehabilitation phase. So process of rehabilitation is not essential for all type of injuries. So how to rehabilitate, until and unless either the coach or the guide or the doctor, they are not having the proper knowledge related to this anatomy and physiology and kinesiology, it is not possible for them to give a proper rehabilitation treatment, or they cannot give the proper treatment or guidance. So knowledge of this type of bones, joints, ligaments, tendons and muscles is essential for providing the rehabilitation. Without such knowledge we cannot provide rehabilitation properly. So that's why it serves as a process of rehabilitation. Then next we are having important, that is used in the selection of the sports. How you can see that how anatomy, physiology and kinesiology helps in the selection of sports. So we have learned different types of, I hope so we have learned that different types of body structure, mesomorph, endomorph, ectomorph, we have learned. So these are the different types of body types which we have learned. But the person must also have the knowledge about the anatomy and physiology as well as kinesiology, because the main reason is there that different types of sports, and some type of sports which require different types of anatomical structure, whereas some type of sports that requires may require some other type of anatomical structure. For example, if a person, those who are having a heavy weight, and if we tell them to run for 100 meter, or if we involve them for either for any of the game like football or basketball, I don't hope so that they are going to give a good result in a particular game. But if they are going to go for this weightlifting, or they are going to select the game like shot put or hammer throw, then might be their performance will be more better as compared to the football as well as basketball game. So here the individual with the different types of physiological limits, and their capabilities are also different. which and are being utilized optimally in the different sports and games. So shape and size and the constitution of the different organs of the body and their functions capacities, everything must be taken into consideration, which is going to help us in the selection of the sports. The person, those who are good athlete or those who are having a cardiovascular endurance, the person is having maximum number of white, we are not able to see in any of the person whether white twitch fibers are more or red twitch fibers are more. We can see only with the help of their performance when they are going to perform on the ground. So for example, the body weight of a sports person for the long distance race should be less, and he should be having a good cardiovascular endurance, and the more percentage of the red or slow twitch fibers the person must consider. Then only we can help that. These all helps us in the selection of the sports, but this is only been possible with the help of the knowledge about the anatomy and physiology. Then it also helps us in facilitates in the preparation of training program. Now training program, when it is been designed for a sports person or an athlete, the person must be having a good knowledge about the human anatomy and physiology, that what are the effects if we are going to provide a beginner, if we are going to keep a beginner, if we are going to train them in an advanced training phase, then might be there will be a problem for a sports person or an athlete, and he may be not be able to give a good result. Here why? Because it is good training program can be planned for the different sports person with the help of the appropriate knowledge about the anatomy as well as physiology, because some of the basic knowledge of physiological capacities and limitations of every sports person, it is necessary for a physical education teacher or a coach to have a basic knowledge about the physiological capacity. So the knowledge of the structure and the physiological limitations or capabilities of an individual or sports person can be derived only through the human anatomy. We can get this knowledge about the physiological limitations and capabilities only with the help of this anatomy and physiology knowledge of this, and only on the basis of that which is going to help us in the training programs. Then we are having helps to know about the chemical changes during the exercise. There are the various chemical changes used to take place during the exercise. Might be many of the person, their heart rate increases all of a sudden. Clear? So these are the chemical changes used to take place during this exercise. So here when we participate in any of the games or the sports or do exercise, number of chemical changes used to take place in our body. The knowledge of such chemical changes can be achieved only through the human physiology. Now here when we are talking about the chemical changes in the body, we are talking about the physiology. No doubt anatomy also helps us in giving the knowledge, but we should it has been, these all knowledge are being provided with the help of this physiology. So on the basis of this knowledge, the essential or the required changes can be done in the balanced diet, and consequently the sports performance of a sports person can be increased. So when we are having a proper knowledge about the chemical changes, what are the chemical changes takes place in the body, whether they are the fat accumulations are more and more. You have seen in the many of the movie that the diet plan is being changed of a sports person. In the movie Dangal, I hope so that the diet plan of the sports person was being changed, or sports woman was being changed. So and then afterward the exercise is being the different types of exercise are being given, and on the basis of that they used to reduce their weight. But then also if the person used to take a such type of diet, then he or she may not reduce their weight. It has been required where they are having a combat type of sports, here where the weight is being reduces or weight is need to be increased. So here accordingly the balance with the help of that the balanced diet is being, there is a change in the diet. Then next we are having that helps to understand the anatomical and physiological difference between the male and female. So there is an anatomical and physiological difference between a male and female. The structure of the male and the female is different, that differs physiologically as well as anatomically both. So you may have seen that the many of the females, their shoulders as compared to the males are having a difference in their shoulders also. Strength of the muscles are also different. So accordingly there are the different equipments are being designed accordingly. So for example, there is a difference in the structure of the shoulder among the males and females. Therefore the weight of an equipment such as shot put, discus, hammer throw and javelin for both is also different. for both. So here the physiological and anatomical differences among the males and females can be understood properly with the help of the human anatomy as well as physiology. The next point we are having, that it is helpful in providing the first aid to the sports person. Now you know that the first aid, if it is not been provided in time to the wounded person or to the injured person, then the chances of to get the condition more worse will be more. The person's injuries may get worse more, or the chances of may be fatal also. So here the first aider, they should have a proper knowledge about the organs of the various system of the body. Only then he or she can give a appropriate first aid to an individual who are been injured. Clear? Then next is that it is also useful or helpful in developing the physical fitness administration. Now when we are talking about the physical fitness administration, so physical fitness is different for different sports person, such as more speed and strength is been required in 100-meter race, and more endurance is required for a long distance race. For a long distance race, where you can find out that the athlete requires more endurance, and for short burst run or for a short run, they require more physical strength as well as speed also is been required. So these are the components of physical fitness: speed, strength, flexibility, then endurance. These are the components that need to be taken into consideration. And then the difference, you can see the different means of the developing the physical fitness can be used for development of the above mentioned components. For the proper development of these components, the knowledge of the composition of all the organs of our body and their working efficiency is essential. So how you can develop this physical fitness? So until and unless you are having the knowledge, proper knowledge about the anatomy and physiology, you are not able to develop, or you are not going to get good result. Clear about the developing the physical fitness. So the knowledge of the percentage of the red fibers and white fibers of an individual is derived with the help of the anatomy and physiology. And if we can identify, if we have come to know related to the what type of fibers are more in an individual, then particular such activities will be provided so that their physical fitness can be improved. So administration can be developed, their physical fitness can be developed. So this is only been possible when the person is having a good knowledge about the anatomy, physiology as well as kinesiology. But here just now at present we are focusing on two, anatomy and physiology, whereas the point in between where the kinesiology is being related, I am going to guide you accordingly. Now it also helps us in sports massage. Now sports massage is being used to rectify the imbalance of the soft tissues. Now proper sports massage is being given, and this is being given so that we can overcome from imbalances of the tissues, soft tissues, so which may be usually imbalanced by doing the strenuous physical activities repeatedly. You know that a person, when they are going to do any of the activity repeatedly, then definitely there will be an injury. These are the injuries which are being caused due to the soft tissues. Injuries may arise due to the repetition of the any of the action. For example, if a person is continuously, if a person is throwing a hammer throw, or he or she may be throwing javelin throw, or hitting of the shuttle with the badminton, and during in the badminton game, continuously hitting, so you can see there is a continuous of the motion you may find out, and due to that there may be cause a injury also. So the massage, it also helps us in the massage, but a person must be having a proper knowledge about the anatomy as well as physiology. So sports massage before and after the exercise of the the training, sports injuries can be prevented. So when the sports massage is been given before and after the exercise or sports training to an individual, so that they can help us in overcoming from the or prevention of the sports injuries. So it also helps us in enhancing the sports performance, also increases. If we do not have a proper knowledge about the human anatomy and physiology, the tissues may get ruptured. You may find out that due to in the strain and sprain, where the tissues may get ruptured, where the muscles used to get ruptured, and due to that used to bind our movement. We will not be having a proper movement of our arm. We can't rotate our arms. We can't move the arm front or back. We will not be having that movement, will be gone due to help of this muscle rupture or the tissues rupture. So proper massage must be given before and after. So it is only been possible when the person, how you can give the massage until and unless you are having the knowledge of the anatomy and physiology. Giving the massage is also going to create a big problem for an athlete or an individual. So you must be having a knowledge about this anatomy and physiology. Then we are having that facilitate understanding the environmental effect on the sports person. Now environmental effect, you may see that the different environment the person performs differently. So when a person used to perform at the high altitude, so you have seen that many of the sports person, in order to increase their RBC, red blood cells are being increased when a person used to have a training at the high altitude. Because when the person is taking a training at the high altitude, their unused air sacs or the alveoli in the lungs also become active. You have seen the lungs alveoli which are being unused, that also becomes active when the person is performing any of the activity at the higher altitude, like in a mountain areas. Like for example, a very good example I want to give. The person okay, let me first finish, then afterwards I'm going to give an example that heart rate or the respiratory rate also increases at such altitude. The study of such effect of this on the sports person is only possible through the knowledge of the anatomy and physiology. Now, giving an example, you have seen that in many of the movies you have also heard that there must be a change, that you go for any of the area which is at the high altitude, so that you can get recovered soon. So here what is the main purpose of this? But the main purpose is that RBC increases. Here red blood cells increases when the person is taking a training at the higher altitude. That means you have seen that when a person used to climb a staircase, they used to get fatigue soon, and that means that oxygen intake of the oxygen level also increases. Their lungs also the alveoli which are being unused, that also becomes more active. So this is what the helps us in understanding the environmental effect on the sports person. So these are the changes which used to take place when a person used to take the training at the higher altitude, that used to make a change in the person. Clear? So this is what the environmental changes, but the person must be having a proper knowledge about the anatomy and physiology. Now related to the importance, some of the importance of the kinesiology which I am going to discuss, that kinesiology helps in the daily activities related to the movement. Helps in the daily related. When a person, it also helps not only to the sports person, but kinesiology also helps an individual, those who are performing the daily routine work, to a normal individual also. That means to an every individual, because kinesiology mostly focuses on what mechanical concept that is being related to the human movement, how they are lifting their bag, how they are moving, how they are walking. So everything is been so kinesiology focuses mostly on the mechanical concept, so it is beneficial for an every individual even in their daily activities. So it helps us in daily activities related to the movement. And if they find out that no, my movements are getting wrong, then with the help of the person, those who are having the knowledge of the kinesiology, anatomy and physiology, that also helps them in correction of the movement, and due to that their efficiency increases. The next we are having, that is kinesiology is beneficial for the person with disabilities. It is also helpful for the person with disabilities, the person, those who are not having the arms, those who are not having the legs, that means the upper limbs or the lower limbs, those who are having a disabilities, either any of the, either upper limb, either one hand or one of the leg, if the person is having a disability, that it also helps, this kinesiology helps us in getting the good result with the help of the proper movement. So here when the person is having when we are talking about this movement of the disability, person with disability, that helps them in assisting, that helps them to learn about their optimal physical function, how they can get a maximum how they can use their maximum body parts or their proper movement with the help of the proper movements. For example, if the person right hand is not there, and they are having the left only, they are having a good left hand is proper, so with the help of the proper movement of the left, as well as they are also going to teach them that how you need to move your right as well as your left, so that used to give them the good result. You have seen in the Paralympics, many of the persons they used to perform either maybe javelin throw or discus throw, they are performing though the person they are disabled. So this is only been possible when the person is having the good knowledge about this kinesiology. So this is also one of the importance of kinesiology. There are the other various points I am going to discuss. That it helps in the promotion of the health because the kinesiologists are also engaged in providing the fitness facilities, personal training, corporate wellness facilities. You not only to the disabled person, but you have seen that many of the old age people, the person those who are old, they are, you may also find out their movement or their motions have become weaker, and due to that used to also affect their health. So if they want to get their life, they want to live their good life, or they want to lead a good life, they used to have a personal trainers, and these all they help them in improving their movements, so that they can do more and more better in their life, remaining life. So this is the importance of the kinesiology. Then it also provides the knowledge to the athletic training who strives to prevent athlete from suffering the injuries. When they know about the proper movement, about the kinesiology, that their particular athlete movement is wrong, and due to that they might be suffering from the injuries which are being related to the muscle injuries or soft tissue injuries. They may have a fall, and due to that contusions, abrasions, there are the different types of injuries which may occur, or they may suffer from the injuries like strain and sprain. So this kinesiology provides a good knowledge to the athletic trainer, so that they can help the athlete from prevention of various injuries. Then it also helpful for improving the sports performance by learning how to analyze the movement of the human body and discover the underlying principle. So kinesiology also helps in improving the sports performance. When the movement economy, it has been corrected, when these movements are being corrected, or their motions about their during the running or walking or doing any of the performing any of the style during the game is been improved or been corrected, then definitely their output also used to improve, so that their performance also improves. Then next we are having, it helps us in understanding the relationship between the human structure and function. So kinesiology also helps in understanding the human structure, shape, size, organs of the body, as well as their function, how it used to function. That also helps us in understanding their function, how it used to function. Then the knowledge of the kinesiology is essential for making the safe movement during the game. So that is also helps us in prevention from various injuries. If the person is having a knowledge, this is one of the importance of kinesiology. Then kinesiology also helps us in providing the knowledge of the which has been beneficial to use the movement for therapy. Various therapies are being applied which helps the person or an athlete to improve their performance. So these all things are being possible only with the help of this knowledge about this anatomy, physiology, as well as kinesiology. If you are having any of the doubt, you can ask, you can comment. I have just taken the points with the help of these points you can prepare the notes. From my side today this much. Thank you.